Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're all here. Today, we're going to talk about what might be my favorite overarching practical EDC knife. Before we get started, I do want to thank all the channel members. Thank you. And I want to thank everybody who's come in to take a chance and look at my knife, my EDC content. I really appreciate you. If you're so inclined and you haven't had a sec, if you would hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it would really help me out. So this is a Spyderco Manix 2. It's not your everyday Spyderco Manix 2. I've made a mod to it, actually 2 if you count the clip. This was a Knife Center exclusive, actually 3 mods, 4, that came in CPM Crewwear Black G10. I did not like the liners that the Manix 2 had. I know what they're there for, to give you additional grip. I did not use this knife as much as an outdoor knife as I did as a city EDC knife, just a knife to take out, open packages, cut fruit, cut food, whatever the case may be, right? And what I did to remedy that, I was looking into getting some scales for it anyway, and I came across my first set of rock scale design scales. I've got several now because I really enjoy what they do with scales. I'll leave a link down in the description below. I've got a 10% discount code for rock scale design. But the scale assembly was very easy. It was a little confusing at first because when I took my scale off, and then at first I tried to set the scale on the liner, and I realized that was not going to work. So I removed the liners and noticed everything inside the scale was perfectly milled to accept everything that the liner was doing, right? Everything had been changed up in thickness, and it actually came together perfectly. This is the stock little bar lock. I did go in and do a bar lock upgrade. I started with just this titanium bar lock carrier because these come plastic, high impact plastic. So I upgraded to a purple titanium one. I thought it'd give it a little bit more pop of color, but it gives it a little pop of color. And then I went to Justin, OCD for EDCs, and got one of the little ceramic ball light spring kits and put that in here. And it makes it so much easier, so much nicer with that ceramic ball and that lighter spring. The lockup is not jeopardized at all. This knife has jimping steel in 2 of the perfect places. Right here in this front choil, which makes me know that that choil is designed for my finger, and right back here. So this is that familiar Spyderco leaf-made blade, but in all honesty, it's definitely my #1 Spyderco in the collection in terms of what I carry, what I like, and what I view as an EDC knife, right? Not too thick. Doesn't have to be too beefy because I'm not EDCing in the mountains or in the woods. I'm EDCing in the city. And a little knife like this is great for breaking down cardboard, breaking down paper, opening packages, cutting cordage, cutting tape, cutting through duct tape, cutting through roof tiles, cutting through carpet, you name it. It's just a slicey, hard crewwear blade with a very, very thin grind that will cut. Now, it's not a pry bar. It's not to be used as a knife where you try to use it to pry up baseboard or something like that. That would not be optimal. But the Spyderco Manix 2 for me, over the Para 2, far over the Para 3, even over the Shaman, I think as an EDC knife, it's just about perfect. So if somebody ran off with all my knives, and I've got a lot nicer knives in cost and kind of how I like them because how they make me feel. But this knife right here is perfection, guys. I think a Spyderco Manix 2 or Manix 2 Lightweight, now that you can get scales for them, are just a wonderful way to go. Spyderco offers a lot of different blade steels. Their heat treats are spot on. This one's in CPM Crewwear. Do a couple of quick size comparisons to our Benchmade bug out and our Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So it's a little smaller than the Para 2. It's going to come in a little bit bigger than the Benchmade Bug Out. So let's take our Javon tape measure. I'm going to call it 8 inches. With a 24.5 and 4 3/4 handle. 3.5 inch blade. 3 inch cutting area. The handle that I like to grab is going to be exactly 4.5 inches. And that is from right here to right here. That is 4.5 inches. If you like that back grip, which I really wouldn't unless I was saving a Slurpee, but that grip is going to be roughly 3.5 inches. So if you're not choked up and you're back in the grip, you've got 3.5 inches in the clear from here to here. The rock scale designs, this came with black hardware. The rock scale designs made the knife thinner. It's a real dark, what they call their satin gray titanium. It's fluid on washers, perfectly centered. Was a G10 Golden Colorado USA Earth, not a lightweight, but I did almost buy the lightweight when it was out just to try to do a scale mod on a lightweight. I think it would be pretty easy now that Original Goat and Rock Scale Designs are getting their scale game so dialed in. But I really like these guys. Let's get a quick weight. But definitely my favorite Spyderco, and I always talk about what my top 5 are, and rarely does this knife or any of my lower tier American knives make it into those lists. 4 ounces, 4.10 ounces. So a lot of times my Benchmade, some of my Spydercos that I really like, that I carry quite a bit, right? When I'm doing the videos, they don't strike me because I think of them as just my utility knives, the knives that I carry. But that's what this channel should be about. Knives that I carry, that I put a lot of use into, that I depend on, that I'm not afraid to damage because I put them through their paces. I just think that the Manix 2, as far as an EDC platform goes, is about as good as one can get. And if you've got larger hands or really big hands, you can get the Manix XL, which is the full-size version of the Manix. But the Manix X2 or Manix 2 is just about perfect for me. I'm going to grab one more piece of paper just because it is so therapeutic. Show you once again how slicey this blade is. And I've never sharpened it. Never had to yet. My question is when I do sharpen it, if I'm going to want to keep this same factory angle, or if I'm going to want to lay it back. But guys, this is hair shaving sharp. See that? Just an absolute laser beam, not covered with hairs. And then very, very slicey, very pokey, very stabby, very much, I think, a great locking system, a great ergonomical package, great materials. You can get the Manix in almost any blade steel you want. I do like crew wear. I do like this version because it had the black hardware. All I had to do was find the scales. I might replace that for a black lock bar down the road. Don't know. Not really concerned about it because I still kind of like my pop of color. But yes, guys, this is the Spyderco Manix 2 with an MX gear clip, deep carry clip, the ball lock upgrade with the ceramic detent ball, and the light spring, so it's much easier to pull back and actuate. If I don't get a right swing on it, I have to give it a little help back, but if I just get a swing, it usually comes back. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. You cannot go wrong with the Spyderco Manix. They're available all over the place. It's a knife that they keep in stock. Try to keep in stock. I'll post up some deals as I see them at some of the stores that I work with. I know GP Knives had the lightweight for a while, and I know they have a series of lightweights coming out. So just keep your eye open. If you have a Manix too, leave a comment down below. Tell me how you like it. Again, if you've been here this long, thank you, thank you. All I ask is please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart, and always choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.